This video shows how I assess the achievement of student learning outcomes in Canvas. I start off with the course outline of record, and I grab the SLOs from the list of learning outcomes and objectives. The SLOs are the actual outcomes for the course, and these other items are details that are actually subsumed within these broader outcomes. In my course syllabus, I provide the outcomes from the course outline of record, and I also provide a translation into student-friendly language. I also include a note to students explaining to them that the outcomes are usually written in academic language. Also on the syllabus, I let my students know which assignments in the course are linked to which outcomes. I've done my best over the years to set up my assignments so that each assignment closely is linked to one of the outcomes from my course. In Canvas, I use the Outcomes tool to create each of those SLOs from my course outline of record. It's important for the data collection tool that we have here at CRC that the name for the outcome in Canvas matches the wording and the title of the outcome in our curriculum management system. I've also decided that for my outcomes, students either achieve or don't achieve the outcome, which is why the proficiency ratings for each outcome only has 2 levels, either achieved or not achieved. The outcome achieved rating is worth 3 points, and mastery is demonstrated at 3 points. And I also choose the proficiency calculation to be the highest score. All of these will make things much easier for me when I go to assess the achievement of student learning outcomes with my Canvas assignment. Speaking of assignments, inside Canvas I create assignment groups so that those assignments that are linked to student learning outcomes are all grouped together by outcome. On each Canvas assignment page, I also include an image which matches the image from my syllabus to let students know that completing this assignment will help them demonstrate achievement of this particular outcome. On the Canvas grades page, each assignment group is automatically totaled, and I use this to help me document the achievement of student learning outcomes. I decide that if a student achieves 70% of the total points possible for an assignment group, that means they have demonstrated achievement of that student learning outcome. I create an additional assignment that does not count towards the course grade, which I use to document the achievement of student learning outcomes. The assignment instructions let students know that there is no work for them to do here, and also lets them know what the assessment is for. The rubric for this assignment has 1 criterion for each of the student learning outcomes in my course. At the end of the semester, when I'm ready to document the achievement of student learning outcomes, I select the SpeedGrader link for this particular assignment, and then I open up 2 browser windows. One is open to the grades page, where I can see the assignment group score for each of my students, and the other is the SpeedGrader for that assignment where I document the achievement of student learning outcomes. For each student, I view the rubric in the SpeedGrader, and then I select the options for outcome achieved or outcome not achieved for each of the 3 rubric criteria, which match the 3 student learning outcomes in my class. So the first student on this list achieved all 3 of the outcomes because they got at least 70% in each assignment group. The second student on this list achieved outcomes 1 and 2, but did not achieve outcome 3. And then I proceed through the rest of the students in my roster. The data from this course learning outcomes assessment is then matched to data from our student information system by our research office for accreditation, research, and other purposes.